In the world of kingdom, brute strength isn't always the key to victory. Sometimes, it's the sharpest mind that turns the tide of battle. Today, we're counting down 5 times when Ei Sei, the young king of Shin, proved he's not just a ruler, but a master strategist. Let's dive in. Survival and rise to power. Our first moment takes us back to Ei Sei's tumultuous childhood. Born in Canton, the royal capital of Zhao, 1 year after the Battle of Chohe, Ei Sei's early life was marked by constant danger and political intrigue. Ei Sei's first display of strategic brilliance came when he managed to escape from Zhao and return to Shin. This wasn't just a lucky break. It was a calculated move that required careful planning and execution. Despite his young age, Ei Sei showed remarkable courage and foresight in seizing the opportunity to flee. What makes this even more impressive is the extent of the adversity Ei Sei faced. Not only was he a hostage prince in a hostile land, but his own mother attempted to kill him on several occasions. His escape was made possible with the help of black market merchants, particularly their leader Shika, who played a crucial role in Ei Sei's journey back to Shin. Upon returning to Shin, Ei Sei faced new challenges. As the son of a concubine, his claim to the throne was contested. However, Ei Sei didn't just rely on his royal blood. He actively worked to gain supporters within the court, showcasing his political acumen from an early age. One of Ei Sei's most cunning moves was to align himself with the influential Ketsu Shi faction. This alliance provided him with the backing he needed to ascend to the throne at the young age of 13. It was a strategic decision that demonstrated Ei Sei's understanding of power dynamics within the court. However, becoming king was just the beginning. Ei Sei quickly realized that his position was precarious, with many factions vying for control. Instead of being a puppet king, Ei Sei began to assert his authority and vision for Shin. This early period of Ei Sei's life showcases his ability to navigate complex political landscapes, turn adversity into opportunity, and lay the groundwork for his ambitious goals. It set the stage for his future as a ruler who could outsmart his opponents both on and off the battlefield. The assassination attempt and meeting Shin. Shin, our second moment, focuses on a pivotal event in Ei Sei's early reign, the assassination attempt that led to his fateful meeting with Shin. This event showcases Ei Sei's quick thinking and ability to turn a life-threatening situation into an opportunity. When faced with a skilled assassin, Ei Sei didn't panic. Instead, he used his wits to stay alive, demonstrating a level of composure far beyond his years. His strategic mind was already at work, even in the face of imminent danger. But the true brilliance of this moment lies in what happened after. Rather than simply being grateful for his survival, Ei Sei recognized the potential in Shin, the young man who had helped save his life. Where others might have seen a mere commoner, Ei Sei saw a future great general. Ei Sei's decision to form an alliance with Shin was a masterful long-term strategy. He understood that to achieve his ambitious goals, he would need loyal and capable supporters from outside the traditional power structures. By placing his trust in Shin, Ei Sei was investing in a future asset for his kingdom. This moment demonstrates Ei Sei's ability to see potential where others don't, to forge unlikely alliances, and to turn even the most dire situations to his advantage. It's a perfect example of how Ei Sei's strategic thinking extends far beyond the immediate situation, always planning several steps ahead. And speaking of thinking ahead, if you want to stay one step ahead of everyone else and never miss out on our kingdom analysis videos, why not do what Ei Sei would do and make a strategic alliance? Hit that subscribe button. It's a move worthy of the King of Shin himself. It'll also help support the channel and spread the word about this amazing anime. Alliance with mountain tribes. Next up, a move that had everyone's jaws on the floor, Ei Sei's alliance with the mountain tribes. In a society that looked down on these barbarians, Ei Sei saw potential allies. This decision showcased his ability to look beyond societal prejudices and find strength in unexpected places. Ei Sei's reasoning was multifaceted and ahead of its time. He recognized that conventional alliances within the court were unreliable due to constant political scheming. The nobles' loyalty was often to their own interests rather than to the state of Shin. The mountain tribes, however, operated outside this complex web of court politics. By allying with the mountain tribes, Ei Sei gained access to a force of warriors known for their ferocity and strength. These were fighters who hadn't been softened by the luxuries of city life, making them formidable opponents on the battlefield. Moreover, their loyalty, once earned, was unwavering, a stark contrast to the fickle nature of many court allies. This unconventional alliance not only saved Ei Sei's throne in the short term, but also had long-lasting implications. It secured faithful allies for future conflicts, providing Shin with a unique military advantage. The mountain tribe's knowledge of the terrain and guerrilla warfare tactics would prove invaluable in future campaigns. Furthermore, this alliance sent a powerful message to both allies and enemies. It showed that Ei Sei was a ruler who could unite diverse groups under a common cause, a crucial skill for someone aiming to unify all of China. It also demonstrated his willingness to embrace unconventional methods to achieve his goals, making him an unpredictable and formidable opponent. Political maneuvering against Ryo Fui. In the political arena, Ei Sei proved equally cunning when facing the powerful merchant Ryo Fui. This long-term political battle showcases Ei Sei's patience, foresight, and strategic brilliance in a different kind of warfare, the war of influence and power within the court. What makes this political maneuvering even more intriguing is the involvement of a third faction, the royal harem, led by Ei Sei's own mother. This added layer of complexity required Ei Sei to navigate not just Ryo Fui's machinations, but also the unpredictable moves of his own family. Ryo Fui, with his vast wealth and network of influence, seemed an unbeatable opponent. Many would have been overwhelmed by such a formidable adversary, but not Ei Sei. He recognized that a direct confrontation would be futile, and instead opted for a long-term strategy to gradually weaken Ryo Fui's influence while strengthening his own position. Ei Sei's approach was elaborate. First, he worked on building his own network of supporters, both within the court and outside it. This included forging alliances with key military figures and even some of Ryo Fui's disgruntled associates. Second, he focused on proving his worth as a king. By involving himself directly in military campaigns and showing strong leadership during crises, Ei Sei gained the respect and loyalty of the people in the army. Third, he patiently gathered evidence of Ryo Fui's less-than-legal activities, preparing ammunition for the right moment to strike. Lastly, he used Ryo Fui's own tactics against him, playing the long game and waiting for his opponent to make a mistake. The culmination of this strategy was Ei Sei's ultimate victory over Ryo Fui, consolidating his power and removing the greatest threat to his rule. This political maneuvering demonstrated Ei Sei's ability to adapt his strategies to different battlefields, whether they be on the plains of China or in the treacherous waters of court politics. The Coalition Army Arc. Our final moment brings us to the Coalition Army Arc, arguably Ei Sei's greatest challenge and his most impressive strategic victory. Faced with an overwhelming invasion that threatened to destroy Shin, Ei Sei's response showcased his strategic brilliance at its finest. The situation seemed hopeless. 6 states had united against Shin, forming the largest coalition army in history. Many advised surrender, or at least retreat to preserve some part of the kingdom. But Ei Sei saw what others didn't. An opportunity hidden within the crisis. Ei Sei's strategy was multifaceted. First, he chose to stand and fight rather than retreat. This decision was crucial as it forced the coalition to commit to a prolonged siege, straining their resources and unity. Second, he made the bold decision to personally go to Sei, a strategically vital city. By putting himself on the front lines, Ei Sei rallied not just his army, but the entire population to the cause. This move turned Sei into a symbol of Shin's resistance. In addition, it made him outmaneuver Ryo Fui, who was already plotting an assassination attempt. Third, he worked to exploit the cracks in the coalition's unity. Through diplomatic maneuvering and strategic information leaks, he sowed seeds of distrust among the allied states. Lastly, he prepared for a counterattack, waiting for the perfect moment when the coalition would be at its weakest. The results of this strategy were nothing short of miraculous. Not only did Qin survive the invasion, but they emerged stronger than ever. The coalition, frustrated by their failure and torn apart by internal strife, collapsed. This left Qin as the dominant state, with its enemies weakened and demoralized. This crisis showcased Ei Sei's ability to remain calm under extreme pressure, to see opportunities where others saw only defeat, and to turn the tide of an entire war through strategic brilliance. It was a defining moment that set the stage for Qin's eventual unification of China. These 5 moments illustrate why Ei Sei was not just a ruler, but a strategic mastermind. From his early days as a threatened prince to his rise as a king capable of facing down a 6-state coalition, Ei Sei consistently demonstrated his ability to outthink and outmaneuver his opponents. What's your favorite Ei Sei moment? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about the Shin unit, watch this video.